Father God, another day has closed. I am present now, and breath still moves within me. I enter this quiet space gently, refusing to race ahead or replay what is already past. The busyness fades. My whole being registers the stillness. I give myself permission to come as I truly am tonight, not covering up the rough edges or claiming I managed everything with grace. The word reminds me, in 1 Thessalonians 5:18, "In everything give thanks, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you." This evening, I accept that call. I do not offer thanks because my day unfolded perfectly, or because I accomplished all I hoped. I offer thanks because I was accompanied through a day that felt incomplete. Thank you for holding your place beside me when my attention wandered. Thank you for drawing near when my strength grew thin. Thank you that your nearness never hinged on my ability to recognize it or earn it. Even when I moved through hours barely aware, you remained constant and close. This Thanksgiving becomes the solid place I stand tonight. It is gentle, unforced, and true. From here, within this settling calm, my spirit begins to find rest, knowing I have not walked this day alone. This evening, I confess how much of my reserve has been spent. My frame feels weighed down. My mind feels spent. Yet, I offer thanksgiving, not because I sense abundance, but because I rest in your hands. I give thanks even when I sense my own depletion, even when I cannot name clear triumphs or measurable gains. This thanksgiving does not rise from my reserves tonight. It rises from what is true. The truth is this: I have been upheld. There were moments today when I continued onward in silence, uncertain and weary. And yet I was not undone. I have been carried by means beyond my understanding. The scriptures declare in Lamentations 3:22-23, "Through the Lord's mercies we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness." That faithfulness has not faded with the closing of this day. It abides with me even now, unwavering and kind. I see my spirit as a small flame fed by oil in the late hours. The light is not bold. It wavers, yet it does not go out. Thank you for being the hidden provision that preserves it. Thank you for upholding me when what I possessed was insufficient. This thanksgiving deepens and quiets, readying my soul for rest. From this truthful place, my thanksgiving turns toward the covering that encircled me this day. Not the kind that draws attention to itself, but the kind that labors in silence. Thank you for instances when I almost faltered but held steady. Thank you for circumstances that might have brought injury, yet slipped by without harm. Thank you for all that never came to pass. I understand now that my well-being was not payment for good behavior. It was not earned through caution, wisdom, or devotion. It was mercy, unmerited, and given without condition. You moved on my behalf, without seeking notice. You watched over roads I never knew held danger. This understanding loosened something tight within my chest. I was never designed to shield myself from all things. This day rested not in my watchfulness, but in your keeping. Knowing this, my soul releases its hold. Fear quiets. I settle into deeper rest, confident that the mercy which sheltered me by day will remain through these hours of night. As I consider this more closely, covering no longer seems merely something that shields me from danger. It becomes a refuge where I may settle, a haven where I am free to stop preparing for what might come. You are not simply the one who guards the distance between threat and my life. You are the one who welcomes me into your shelter. Isaiah 32:18. speaks this truth. My people will dwell in a peaceful habitation, in secure dwellings, and in quiet resting places. This night I enter that word. I see in my mind a home, its windows glowing softly against the darkness. As evening deepens beyond its walls, the entry stands closed. The noise of the world fades. Within, there is stillness. Thank you for being that habitation to me. Thank you that I need not remain watchful in your company. I need not maintain my composure or steel myself for tomorrow's trials. I am free to lay down my guard within this refuge. My breath grows slower. My mind begins to quiet. Covering becomes communion. Communion becomes stillness. I sense myself concealed, not scrutinized, supported, not measured. This peace readies my soul to lean more fully upon you, not only through these silent hours, but into the days yet to unfold. Now that my soul is more settled, my thanksgiving lifts toward what tomorrow holds. Thank you that the coming day is neither void nor obscure in your sight. Though it seems uncertain from my vantage, it exists already within your tending. I need not stretch forward into it this evening. I need not arrange it in my thoughts before I close my eyes. I let go of the burden to untangle what has not yet arrived. The morning ahead does not hinge on my strategies or my anxieties. You have already entered that space, going before me, ordering what remains beyond my view. This awareness brings calm to the unquiet parts of my mind. I envision a pathway veiled in soft fog. From here, the way forward is hard to trace. Yet faint impressions in the earth reveal where footsteps have passed, unwavering and certain. You have walked this ground ahead of me. You accompany me through the journey itself, not merely at the destination. Thank you for this gentle confidence. Thank you that all my tomorrows rest in hands far more constant than my own. I allow this reality to sink softly into my being. As thanksgiving takes the place of worry, I release this day into your keeping. I settle here in this moment, assured that everything waiting in the distance is already tenderly carried. This evening, I do not approach you, seeking to direct outcomes or insist upon answers. I come simply to let go. I surrender the results that exceed my grasp. I surrender the understanding that has never quite come. I surrender the persistent urge to repair all things before I can lie down. Thank you for showing me I was not created to bear the burden of sovereignty. I need not comprehend each thread of my story to remain safe within your love. I need not possess flawless conclusions to be granted permission to cease striving. Thanksgiving loosens my grip, teaching my fingers to unfold rather than clutch. For one who is still discovering how to lean upon you, this matters more than words can say. You do not require excellence from me. You do not weigh my value against my achievements, my devotion, or my endurance. You extend an invitation to be still, a stillness not purchased by merit, a stillness that finds me exactly as I am. As I yield what lies beyond my power, a gentle ease descends into my being. My racing mind begins to hush. My breath lengthens and steadies. Thanksgiving becomes the pathway, connecting striving with surrender. I place at your feet my need to govern the hours yet to come. I stay here unburdened now, open to receive your peace rather than bearing my own weight. Father, apprehension remains somewhere within me. I will not conceal it from your eyes. What I bring before you is received, not scrutinized. My unease does not make me unworthy. It does not catch you off guard. You encounter me just as I stand, without frustration or regret. There were hours this day when dread surfaced without warning. My ribs grew tight. My mind spun faster than I could follow. In those stretches, I longed for solace far more than instruction. I craved your company beyond any explanation, and you did not withdraw. The psalmist wrote, "When cares within me are many, your consolations cheer my soul." I carry those words softly into this hour. Your reassurance does not arrive with force. It comes in hushed tones, patient and tender. It tells me I need not weather my worries in isolation. I picture resting my palm against my own heart, sensing the rhythm slow its pace. Breath in, breath out. With every rise and fall, your closeness brings composure. Dread does not speak the last truth. Compassion speaks it. Within this shelter, anxious stirrings begin to ease. I make room for your stillness to displace what had coiled tight inside me, readying my spirit for deeper repose. In this widening hush, transparency becomes easier. I need not bury the fragments of today that weigh upon me. I draw them quietly toward your presence. I name the ways I stumbled, language I offered without thought, burdens I rehearsed beyond reason, choices I would make differently if given another chance. I think of Simon Peter, standing by the fire after he swore he did not know the Lord. He faltered where all could see. He was terrified, and yet he was not cast aside. He was embraced and renewed by mercy. His account assures me that missteps do not sever belonging. Mercy speaks last. David prayed, "I confessed my transgression to you, and you forgave the iniquity of my sin." This night, I lean upon that promise. What I acknowledge here does not summon condemnation. It summons release. My shortcomings do not bar me from your acceptance. They do not exile me from peace. They are greeted with grace that purifies instead of punishes. As I relinquish what has burdened my spirit, something lighter takes its place. Pardon drifts in like a clear wind. With no secrets left to carry, peace finds room to settle. With my spirit unburdened and my inner noise quieting, tranquility starts to flow within me. Not merely as a concept, but as something I can feel. This calm touches depths that language cannot name. It releases tension I had forgotten I was carrying. It quiets the restless turning that has filled my hours. It opens a pathway toward sleep. The Lord spoke through his Son. I am leaving you with a gift, peace of mind and heart. And the peace I give is a gift the world cannot give. I accept this gift in this very moment, a serenity that holds steady regardless of what surrounds me, a quiet that asks nothing of me in return. I picture this tranquility as a gentle current of warmth moving softly through my frame. It flows across my shoulders, easing what they have borne. It descends through my arms, softening what had grown rigid. It rests within my chest, lengthening each breath. It sweeps over my restless mind, dimming the static. This calm does not hurry me along. It simply beckons me to lay everything down. I need not keep watch any longer. I need not hold myself ready. Slumber becomes a refuge now. My flesh recognizes what my soul has been asking for all along. I give myself permission to descend into this hush, confident I am cradled even as I slip gently toward sleep. This evening, I have journeyed from weariness to quietness, from striving to surrender. Thank you for sustaining me when I had nothing left to give. Thank you for sheltering me when I could not guard myself. Thank you for meeting every fear and failure with grace instead of judgment. And now, my soul is prepared to rest. I commit these hours of darkness into your faithful hands. I entrust the dawn that waits beyond my sight to your perfect timing. What remains unfinished, I leave at your feet. What lies unknown, I place within your wisdom. You are the keeper, who never grows weary. You are the refuge where I am forever welcome. In you, I am safe. In you, I am whole. And so, with thanksgiving, I close my eyes. Amen.